You won't believe what just happened in a courtroom drama that could rival any Hollywood blockbuster. This isn't just another legal battle. It's a story about David versus Goliath, where billions of dollars were on the line. And the final verdict left everyone in the courtroom, and now the world absolutely speechless. So what's this all about? It started years ago, a classic tale of a small startup with a revolutionary idea taking on a massive, established tech giant. The startup, let's call them Innovetic, developed a groundbreaking piece of software that was set to change an entire industry. They were young, brilliant, and full of hope. But then, a corporate behemoth, we'll name them Global Corp, entered the picture. Global Corp saw the potential in Innovatech's technology, and instead of a fair partnership, they allegedly used their immense resources to copy the core components of the software and launch their own competing product, effectively squeezing Innovatech out of the market they had created. The lawsuit was filed, kicking off a grueling, multi-year legal war. Global Corp, with its army of high-priced lawyers, tried every trick in the book. They buried Innovatech in paperwork, filed endless motions to delay the proceedings, and painted the small company as incompetent and insignificant. They argued that their product was developed independently and that any similarities were purely coincidental, a common defense for giants in these situations. For a long time, it looked like Innovatech didn't stand a chance. Their funds were dwindling, and the emotional toll on the small team was immense. Many legal experts predicted they would be forced to settle for pennies on the dollar or simply give up, but Innovatech refused to back down. They believed in their case. And they had one crucial piece of evidence, an internal email chain from a former Global Corp engineer. This email, which the defense fought tooth and nail to keep out of court, was the smoking gun. It detailed conversations where Global Corp executives explicitly discussed a plan to reverse engineer and replicate Innovatech's unique features before they could gain a foothold in the market. It was a digital paper trail of corporate espionage, and it was devastating. The trial itself was intense. The CEO of Innovatech, a passionate inventor, gave an emotional testimony, explaining how they poured their life savings and years of hard work into their creation, only to watch it get stolen. On the other side, Global Corp's executives appeared polished and confident, dismissing the allegations with cool detachment. Their lawyers were aggressive, attempting to discredit every witness and piece of evidence Innovatech presented. The courtroom atmosphere was thick with tension. Every day felt like a new battle, with objections flying and the judge having to constantly intervene. Finally, after weeks of testimony and mountains of evidence, the case went to the jury. The wait was agonizing. The Innovatech team, huddled together in the courtroom, could barely breathe. Their entire future, their vindication, rested in the hands of 12 ordinary citizens. Global Corp's legal team, meanwhile, looked relaxed, almost smug, as if the outcome was a foregone conclusion. Then came the moment of truth. The jury foreman stood up, and the room fell silent. He began to read the verdict. First, on the charge of patent infringement, guilty. A wave of shock rippled through the courtroom. Next, on the charge of trade secret misappropriation, guilty. Could hear gasps from the gallery. The foreman continued, reading through each count, and with every guilty verdict, the confidence on the faces of Global Corp's lawyers melted away, replaced by disbelief. But the real bombshell was the damages. The jury didn't just side with Innovatech, they sent a message. They awarded compensatory damages that covered all of Innovatech's projected losses, an amount that was already in the hundreds of millions. But they didn't stop there. Because the jury found that Global Corp had acted with malice and oppression, they added punitive damages, and the number was staggering. We're talking about a figure so large it instantly became one of the biggest verdicts of its kind in history. The final award? Over $2 billion. The courtroom erupted. The Innovatech team burst into tears, hugging each other in a scene of pure, unadulterated joy and relief. Their years of struggle, of being told they were nothing, had culminated in this incredible moment of vindication. The lead lawyer for Global Corp just sat there, stone-faced, staring into the distance, as if he couldn't process what had just happened. This wasn't just a loss. It was a complete and utter humiliation. So what does this stunning verdict mean? For one, it's a monumental victory for small innovators everywhere. It sends a powerful signal to corporate giants that they QAUN just bully and steal their way to success. The legal system, slow and daunting as it may be, can still deliver justice. It reaffirms the principle that intellectual property has value and that the creative work of individuals and small teams is worth protecting. This case will be cited in law schools and boardrooms for decades to come. It's also a story about the power of perseverance. Innovatech could have given up at any point. They faced financial ruin and immense psychological pressure. But their belief in their work and their fight for what was right kept them going. Their victory is a testament to the idea that with enough courage and a little bit of luck like a leaked email, 11, the smallest player, can take down the biggest opponent. This case is far from over, of course. Global Corp has already announced its intention to appeal, and the legal battles will likely continue for years. But for now, a small startup has won a historic victory against a global behemoth, and the world is watching. It's a reminder that sometimes the underdog really does have its day. What do you think about this verdict? Is it a fair outcome, or did the jury go too far? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. This is a fascinating case with huge implications for the tech industry and beyond. Thanks for watching, and if you found this story as compelling as I did, make sure to like the video and subscribe for more deep dives into the stories that are shaping our world. See you in the next one.